And I get asked all the time around the power of affirmations, visualizations, and do they really work? And if they do, what's the right way to do them? How often should I do them? And what time of the day or night should I do them in? Well, here's what I can share with you. Not only do they work, but they work incredibly well if you understand how to do them properly. Now, here's the question. How do you get something that is not true to be believed by you to be the truth so that you think about, perceive, and act? Well, one of the greatest things that I've discovered is that we can rewire our brain, actually make new neural connections in our brain based on the words that we use, the feelings that we have associated with those words, and then obviously the taking action in line with those words. So let's talk about affirmations first. Number one, I have all of my affirmations on a laminated sheet. And so I write down affirmations as if they were already real. Now I have about 10 or 15 affirmations on this document, and this is one document that I read once or twice a day, usually when I wake up in the morning, and sometime when I'm in my office, and I have them laminated all over in my office, in my car, in my briefcase, and every day I take a look at it, I just sit there. What's important is not the reading of affirmations. What's important is the feeling that's associated with those affirmations. And so reading it, I mean, anybody could do that, and it doesn't work for the most part. But when you really get an association with it, when you get to really feel, when you feel that, you're actually really creating two things. Number one, an additional neural network, a brain connection basically, or software in the brain. Number two, you're creating the vibration that's associated with that affirmation. And as you know by now, the universe responds to our feelings, to our vibrations. And so the more you do it, the more it becomes a part of you. The more it becomes a part of you, the less you have to think about being that. And what we now know to be true is that your outside world will always match up with the internal map, the internal software. So the more you choose your own affirmations, the more you become the person who is just like these affirmations. Have specific affirmations for health, have specific affirmations for wealth, meaning that they're the exact amount of money I want to earn. They're the exact amount of net worth that I have. Clarity is key. Emotion is key. So every day when you wake up, get your affirmations that are laminated and just start to read them. I am totally abundant in each and every area of my life. You're reading these and you want them to be true, but there's another part of your brain that says that's not true. Guess what? It's not true for now. There's your old neural networks or your old beliefs that are going to fire the neurons to get you to say that's not true. You're lying to yourself. Don't worry about that. When I reread it again once or twice or 3 times. All right? Affirmations should be done for about 3 minutes or 4 minutes, and that's it. You don't need to do 30 minutes of affirmations. The other thing that I have done for myself is I've actually put my affirmations on my iPhone. Now, how do you apply affirmations with visualizations? What are visualizations? Well, visualizations are usually done with your eyes closed, where you visualize what it really feels like to already have achieved your goals. It's best done initially with your eyes closed. And what I usually do is I also have a story of my life, okay? And that I wrote it out, and it says I'm so grateful for the fact that my life is a masterpiece and growing better and better every day in every way. Traveling on my jet is so wonderful. I love the comfort and time I save, as well as the sheer luxury of flying first class all the time. I've written a story, a visualization story of my life, just the way I want it. Now, this is different than an affirmation. It's just like writing a story for a Hollywood script, but it's done in present tense as if it's already happening right now. You read it and you feel it just like you would if you were learning how to act for a Hollywood script. If somebody paid you $1 million to play a role, to play a part, that's exactly what you want to do when you're reading. So I imagine, for example, a limousine showing up at my home, picking me up, taking me to the airport, me getting into the jet, flying to one of my speaking engagements or to one of my consulting sessions. And in that visualization, I feel what it's like. So it's not just okay to say it or to think about it haphazardly. You can visualize all these things happening, and in the visualization, you are setting up the brain to see what you want to happen. You're setting up the brain to have the neural networks, the software to make that happen, so that becomes the new norm for you. Once you have that ingrained in the brain, and your brain will then go on autopilot, your brain then looks for things in the physical world to make that a reality. When you believe it in here more than your current reality, that's when your current reality changes. Most people are waiting to see it before they believe it, and they have the equation wrong. You have to believe it in here first before it'll show up in your physical world. And being patient, it takes some time for it to become a normal daily routine and practice. Just like any other habit takes some time. Don't worry about investing 30 days, 60 days, 90 days. Again, 3 to 5 minutes for this.